You can save a lot of time on a clear aligner case simply by downloading various horseshoe models that can be used for clear aligners, retainers, and other purposes. There are 3 different types of horseshoe models you can download. All are calculated automatically in the background when a new scan is introduced to the patient browser. An automatic clear aligner model is intended for a clear aligner workflow in which the hollowing and ID tag will be applied later in the relevant stages of the workflow. The horseshoe model can be used whenever a model requires an ID tag and hollowing without having to go through the entire clear aligner workflow to apply these later on. The output of this workflow will be found in the Exports folder. Additionally, a model without hollowing and an ID tag will be put in the patient's browser, so you don't end up with a model that is not compatible with a future workflow. The retainer model workflow can be used to quickly generate models for vacuum-pressed retainers of any scan, not only for clear aligner cases, but any types of orthodontic treatments that require a retainer. Retainers can be added to any status scan done with a trios at any time. The hollowing and ID tags, cut and trim lines, and part marking can be applied if necessary. For all of the models, it is possible to delete the base via the custom base workflow or replace it with another type of base. The clear aligner model can be found in the preparation menu under Clear Aligner Model. The models will be generated automatically in the background according to the pre-established settings as soon as a scan is introduced to the patient database. These settings can be adjusted in the workflow so that all subsequently generated models will have the new settings applied. A chamfered edge can be added at this stage as well. It will allow the model to be easily removed from the build plate in the printer. The Sculpt step allows you to remove artifacts or cut various parts of the model off. In the Apply Fixture step, the fixture is placed automatically based on the previous settings. It is possible to reposition it or load another fixture that will then be auto-applied for future models. All the settings in the workflow remain the same as initially set. There's no need to adjust these each time, unless you wish to change anything on a case-by-case basis. Validate the output and choose Save. The models will become available for further clear aligner workflow. The same applies to the retainer and horseshoe model workflows. In the menu, choose the desired type of base model. The models are generated instantly, and all the previous set values are applied. In the hollowing step, the settings are also based on your previous machine and material selection. Here, it is possible to add extra drain holes and move them around the model. Any parameters, such as fixture, cut line, and ID tags, will also be applied according to the preset values. ID tags and part markings are both automatically applied and placed in the intended location on the model based on your previous selection. You can validate and adjust any of these values during any step if needed. Validate the final outcome and save. Once the workflow is completed, the final files can be found in the Exports folder, where they can easily be retrieved for further production.